Hello friends, today we are going to see this continuation part of softening of water. Here we are going to see first zeolite process. So what is zeolite process? Zeolite is a natural salt, or we can also say as clay, which are hydrated silicates of sodium and aluminium. Its formula is given below, or it is given Na2O Al2O3X SiO2 YH2O. The usual value of X is 2 or more, and Y value will be ranging various values. Naturally, zeolite is zeolite like substances are also manufactured synthetically. Those are called resins. These zeolites or resins have excellent property of exchanging their cations. Hence, during the softening operation, the sodium ions of the zeolite get replaced by the calcium and magnesium ions present in the hard water, right? So here the Na2Z, where Na is a sodium ion, Z stands for complex zeolite radicals. Here you can see the calcium and magnesium zeolite Na2Z, that is a standard zeolite or active zeolite. When it reacts with hard water, this sodium gets replaced, and this calcium or magnesium will come with the zeolite ions. So these two are exchanged, calcium and magnesium with sodium, it will be exchanged, right? So the calcium and magnesium zeolite are also regenerated. So once it is used continuously, it will be exhausted. So I cannot throw it simply because it is like a sand or silt or clays. So how to regenerate it? For that, we have to treat it with active sodium zeolite by treating with 5% to 10 percentage of sodium chloride. Here, whatever it is generated, this will be there in the salt or in the clay. So this will react with the sodium chloride, and once again zeolite will be regenerated. So once we can see the hardness is not removed, what happens? That is because of the exhaust of zeolite ions. So to regenerate the zeolite, I have to react with sodium chloride solution. So once I pass the sodium chloride solution, the zeolite is regenerated and calcium and magnesium chloride will be flowing through. So this zeolite softener is typically like a sand filter, which is having, in the sand filter we have the silt or clay or sand. So this sand is replaced by zeolite bed. So water softens and collected through the strainers. Zeolite softener may be generally either by gravity or pressure filter what we can use. So zeolite type pressure filter is also available, and the washing with zeolite is done with a rate of 0.2 to 0.4 meter per minute. This softener can operate with upward or downward flow. Generally, upward flow will be suitable. This is the view of zeolite with the pressure filter. This is the pressure filter. Here, this is the zeolite. We have seen the pressure filter sketch. Here, you had a sand. So instead of sand, we can use zeolite bed. That is a, and we can use the regeneration using Brin sample or sodium chloride solution. Once again, it is passed. Once again we can regenerate the zeolite. So what are the advantages and disadvantages? Water of zero hardness can be obtained Hence, it is used for specific industries like textiles. Plant can be compact and automatic, easy to operate. There will be no sludge. We have seen how lime soda process or some other excess lime process, how much sludge is generated. So here there is no sludge is generated, therefore there is no problem of disposal. Running, maintenance and operation cost is very less. It also removes ferrous and manganese. It's a very difficult, very easy to treat the water in this. So there is no problem while distribution system. Right. So disadvantages, the process is not suitable for high turbid water because the pores will be blocked because of the turbidity. The process leaves sodium bicarbonate in the water. Right. And zeolite process is costlier if I have to use it for treating of iron and manganese. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. Next method is demineralization process. What is this demineralization process? It is removing the minerals from the water. Removing the minerals from the water. So process helps completely removing the or reducing the mineral. So demineralized water is also called as deionized water sometimes. It is as pure as distilled water. Where it is useful? It is useful for industrial purpose, especially where we have the high pressure boilers are used. So there are two types of demineralization. First one is process passing through the cation exchange. Resins. It is similar to the zeolite method, except H component, that means hydrogen is exchanged. So these cation exchanges are having phenol aldehyde condensation products on which sulfonation produces resins having exchange properties. Here H2R, that is hydrogen and resins, organic part. Yeah, R is a organic, H is a hydrogen, R is a organic part. So this chemical reaction is as follows. Whatever the carbonate and bicarbonate hardness is there, it reacts with a fresh cation exchange. This calcium is exchanged with R, that is organic part. So CaR will be formed, H2O and carbon dioxide is liberated. Here if calcium chloride is there or manganese sulfate, sodium chloride, in every part this calcium is or magnesium is, here sodium is combined with R, organic part. So the water coming out from the cation exchange will now contain distilled carbonic acid or hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. This can be removed passing by anion exchange. So this anion exchange is having condensation of amines or formaldehydes, replacing minus ions, Cl or SO4 ions, that is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. So here you have ROH compound. R is a resin and OH represents hydroxyl ions. What happens here? ROH plus whatever the HCl or H2SO4 which is formed during the cation exchange process, it will once again form RCl and water, R2SO4 and water. This is the anion exchange. If by the continuous usage, if resins are has to be regenerated, then what we have to do? If cation exchange resins are regenerated, it is treated with dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. So what happens when calcium or magnesium, sodium R reacts with calcium hydrochloric acid? It forms H2R and calcium chloride or magnesium chloride or sodium chloride. If H2SO4 is there, then it is forms H2R or plus CaSO4, MgSO4 and Na2SO4. If anion exchange has to be reduced, then it is reacted with sodium carbonate. So RCl plus Na2CO3 will react in presence of water. It forms ROH, NaCl and carbon dioxide is liberated plus water is also generated. So this is the regeneration process. First we have seen how it reacts with the hardness on the water. Next, how once the resins are exhausted, we have to regenerate it. So next one is the comparison between zeolite process and lime soda process. This is very important. There are just refer this study from this comparison. Size of the plant, skillness of the labor, sludge produced, then treatment, results obtained, removal of the color, effects of bacteria, pH, economy, hardness, turbidity, etc. Thank you.